Hello and welcome back to LP's Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Last episode, we got stoned! Or bouldered, I don't know. They were rolling boulders and they did not let physics apply to them, and it was really convoluted and scary, but we survived somehow. That's not to say that everything went completely well, because Leanne, the Heron Princess, I believe, she was kidnapped. And T-Barn has since joined us. In a valley amidst the Marhaut Range, Ike and company are reunited with King Cainigus of Gallia. King T-Barn of Phoenicius also arrives and brings with him a disturbing tale. His words serve notice. There is no time to waste. The final showdown with Ashnard is coming. Between the forces King Cainigus grants them before returning home and the soldiers King T-Barn brings, the Crimean army possesses 3 times the fighting power that it did when it left Begnion. Even so, the Dane forces encamped in the capital are strong, rested, and comparable in number. In addition, the road to the final confrontation is blocked by 2 formidable obstacles: Fort Pinal and Nados Castle. How these 2 tests are faced will mightily affect the course of the war. Are we going to have a choice to make, or are we going to have to go after both? Probably both, right? I don't think that the game would be like, yeah, you can just avoid this conflict. No, the game wants to force us into as much conflict as possible. We're at war, man. And what is war, I guess, except not state-sponsored conflict, right? Okay.
I see. So Crimea and Gallia have finally joined forces, have they? Half-breeds and humans fighting side by side. How sweet.
In addition, it seems the incident with the Heron Princess has brought more Phoenicians to the struggle as well.
Oh, the Hawk King is getting involved.
Which means that the Crimean army's strength of arms is all but equal to our own, and growing daily. Of course, this pathetic, ragged band is still no match for our superior leadership and skill.
Things are getting interesting, are they not? But I am still unsatisfied. Divide our army into 2 battalions and send one to meet the Crimeans.
And who will be in charge of that battalion?
Bertram.
Bertram?
Does that bother you? Well then, perhaps I should leave it to you and see what happens.
Do you believe I would betray you?
I believe your heart has considered it.
Surely, jest. I will divide our forces and see that they march to meet Crimea under Bertram's command. Is this satisfactory?
I leave it to you, good Sir Knight.
One other thing, Your Majesty. In my absence, did you order the death of Ina?
Ina? Oh, yes, I'd forgotten about that one. I lost all interest in her when she failed to hold Dane's capital, you know. I've no use for failures. Yes, I remember it now. I ordered General Petrine to take care of her. Another failure under my command. I told Petrine that if the task was beyond her, capturing Ina would be enough.
I see.
Why do you ask?
According to one of General Petrine's men, they have indeed captured Ina. But with the General's death, they're unsure what to do with her.
That was one of Petrine's better qualities. She always did follow orders. Well, what do you intend to do?
I wish to receive your instructions. Do you still wish to see her killed, or have you changed your mind?
Do as you will. I care not. However, do not bring her into my presence. When that one is near, Radiance seems to grow restless.
As you wish.
Everyone seems to be here. Go ahead, Soren. You can begin now. Very well. Please, look at this map. The current position of our army is here in the Marhaut Range. Between us and the capital, there are 2 large outposts of enemy troops, Fort Pinal and Nados Castle. I'm drawing these with my blue Sharpie.
Both holds were built to guardian our fair land, but now Dane rules them both and knows of us. With rations set, they could hold out a year. Say what you will of Dane and her foul plans, one must admire her skill in things of war. Come now, Bastion, why would you praise our foe? I do but speak the mean of it, good sir. The truth is harsh, but lies would be worse still.
Will you two please shut up, please? Sheesh. Pinal and Nados are fairly close to one another. I doubt that they'd expect us to attack both at once, but that seems to be a waste of our strength, and we don't want to get ambushed from the rear while attacking. We cannot divide our army, but we could send a small force to attack the base with weaker defenses and keep it occupied. At the same time, the main enemy can focus on the other one and conquer it. I see. So which one has more soldiers? That would be Fort Pinal.
Very well. Then the main army will lead an assault on Fort Pinal. Meanwhile, I'll take my army and a unit or so of galleons and set out for Castle Nados. We'll launch an attack, and when they come out to meet us, we'll retreat. Then we'll attack again. I would keep them busy.
That should give us the time we need. We'll take care of our front by day's end. Let's go capture a fort.
It's settled then.
Do you want to capture a fort? We'll do it all the time. We never do it anymore. We go to the store because we're out of limes. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, so we leveled up Soth to 20, and it stopped us. Normally, it's been allowing us to get our units up to 21, and they get auto-promoted. That didn't happen. I then tried to use the Master Seal on Soth to force promote. Couldn't do it. Why was Volk the only thief capable of being promoted? I do not know, but maybe we'll find out later.
That's strange. Hey, Tornillo. Don't you think this army is a little odd? I mean, heck, it's not every day that you see soldiers from this many countries all mixed into one army. I've traveled and fought in a lot of strange places, but this is the first time I've seen anything quite like this.
You're right. There are even former Dane soldiers in this army. There's no shortage of nationalities, to be sure.
My favorite part about it is that we get to sample all kinds of exotic dishes. I've never sneaked out so well in my life.
What are you hiding?
This quill? Oh, I used it to jot down ideas so I won't forget them later. If I don't, I just completely forget them. But back to food. I've noticed that the Lagoos sure like their food spicy. And now they've started drinking with us. That's great. By the way, what's your drink of choice?
Drinks, I'm not picky. The stronger, the better.
And flavor?
Doesn't matter.
I like your answer. Better write that down so I don't forget.
Tora Neo is an alcoholic. How sad. Okay, info. Soldier, what do you have to say?
General, may I have a moment of your time?
Yeah, what is it?
I'd like your advice on something, sir. Let's say I was faced with an undefeatable enemy. In that case, what should I, as the weaker fighter, do? Should I try to avoid slowing down the other better fighters and retreat? Or do I sacrifice myself and try to at least land a single blow on the opponent?
Well, if it's an enemy general or someone that's far too strong for you, there's no need to get yourself killed. But I don't want you to simply run away either. Study the enemy first and see if retreating is your only option. I'd like you to do that much, at least.
Study the enemy?
That's right. What type of fighter is he? What kind of weapon is he using? Things like that. If you can learn to do that, you can determine how best to engage your opponent.
Those are the very core of combat fundamentals, aren't they? Oh, I'm a danged fool. It could be, I think all my trouble started because I wasn't paying enough attention to the basics. You've given me something to think about, and some hope too. Thank you, sir. You're the smartest general ever.
Huh. What a brave little fella. He might be older than you, Ike. He might be older than you. Are you leaving now?
Yep. We're going to do some reconnaissance and tease those Danes a bit.
Good luck.
You don't need luck when you're as tough as me.
T-Barn, about...
Rayson, no. I truly am sorry. Leanne's kidnapping is completely my fault.
It's not your fault. Please, don't apologize. I know Leanne is alive. These battlefields are filled with a chaotic energy, but I can still sense her. It's faint, but I know it's Leanne.
Which is all the more reason for us to hurry. There may be other ways to finish this, but crushing Dane is the surest.
Agreed. Rayson, is this mysterious power that you use to sense Leanne something only Herons possess?
It's not something any of the Hawk clans have, that's a certainty.
That's not true, T-Barn. The power may differ in potency between us, but all Lagoos possess it to some degree.
Ah, so it's just that my sense isn't developed. Is that it?
The power is distributed something like this. Among the bird tribes, it's very strong in the heron clan. Among the beast tribes, I've heard it is most developed in the cat clan, though not as strongly as in the herons. As for the dragon tribes, it's said that they may be equal to or even surpass the strength of the herons. Even though I knew that all Lagoos were not alike, there are even more differences than I'd imagined.
Your eyes should have told you that. Once we change, we don't look alike, do we? I'm a freaking bird.
Good point.
Enough pleasantries. It's time for me and my men to take wing.
Right. See you later then. T-Barn, may the fortunes of war be with you.
And to you as well. Don't try anything too dangerous.
Grayson? My apologies, Ike. Though I knew this was coming, it's still difficult. Don't apologize. You've nothing left to prove to me. And nothing left to say for them. Fantastic. All right. Well, in that case, we're going to save real quick, and then we are going to start the Clash. Not to be confused with The Clash, you know, the band. Although they are good, you know, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we'll be seeing them. My Lord Ike! Princess Alencia. Huh? What's going on? Why are you dressed like that?
I thought to join you on the battle lines.
Is that a Pegasus? Where did you get that?
He was in my pocket. He belonged to my great-grandmother. I'm a bit nervous about riding him, but I'm going to try nevertheless.
I appreciate your desire, but your retainers will never allow it. Will they?
As for that...
Did you agree to this, Joffrey?
No.
Personally, I'm against it, but she is the princess, and it is her wish. I can do nothing.
The princess's great-grandmother was a Begnian Pegasus knight of some renown before marrying into the House Cremion. Princess Alencia herself is skilled at both riding and swordsmanship. As a child, she was granted permission to train in case the need for her to fight ever arose.
What a thing to keep from us this whole time! Goodness me, princess.
Behold the power of the Pegasus and uniform, all treasures of our House Cremion fair. We did fear much that we would never see a chance to use them in the proper stead. Oh, the muse of fire, I cannot find the words. Behold the light that dares to shame the sun. Our princess, clad in raiments fair and fine, gives courage, love, and vigor to our cause. Oh, yes, it does. Vigor.
I'm surprised you were able to hide armor in a flying horse from the Dane army.
Prince Renning foresaw a time when the princess would need them, and bade us convey them from the palace. Prince Renning's thoughts were always of the princess, even as his life abandoned him. Be true to your heart and live your life as it dictates. Those were his final words to her.
My Lord Uncle was always the one person who understood me best. Even though I'm dressed like this, I have no experience, and do not expect to fight as well as the rest of you. But this constant waiting behind and doing nothing, it sets my heart beating with such unease I fear it may burst. Even if I cannot fight, I could use a staff to heal the wounded. If I could save just one soldier, it would mean so much to me. Please, my Lord Ike, I promise to obey orders and stay out of harm's way as best as I can.
Lord Ike, we will take responsibility and guard the princess.
It is her heartfelt wish.
This is not something that I can allow or disallow. She is my employer. If this is what the princess wants, all I can do is comply. So be careful. Will you please?
Oh, thank you so much.
Let us go forth like sunlight to the dawn. Alencia fights and Cremia wins the day. Vigor.
It looks like we've got a swell squad, a swollen squad, a lot of squad to fight Bertram, who has no eyeballs or words to say. Okay. Fort Pinal. Beautiful. Ike, there are more enemy soldiers than we expected. Just from what I can see now, they are double our numbers. And we must assume that the fort houses many more troops. This may prove to be a long battle. Even if they have 20 times our numbers, we must overcome them. In this war, there can be no retreat. Okay, choose units. We get 19. My goodness gracious. And we are forced to use Alencia, whose class is Princess, the fallen princess of Crimea. She rides her winged steed and fights wielding both sword and staff, swinging them around like a madman. One is named Amity, like an Italian restaurant. One's named Mend. Excellent, and she is weak as all get out. Goodness gracious, she is going to be kind of a burden, but whatever. We will survive somehow, some way. We'll make this happen. And now we just need to figure out that these are all the units we want to use, and I think that they are, to be honest with you. It ends at Soth, who I'm possibly interested in replacing, because it's not like there's anything we need to steal, but Soth does have... I mean, Soth is stronger than Titania. Look at that. Soth is the strongest of anyone. Oh, there was a 20 down there. There was another 20. There was another 20. Who dare have a 20? Morim. Haven't used Morim at all. Morim could possibly be extremely leveled if we had continued to use him, but no such luck. I guess Soth? No, because Soth can't even level up anymore. All right, Morim. You're up, buddy. Our first Laguz use in forever. Excellent. Okay, now let's take a look at the battlefield itself and the people inside of it. So it looks like we can get a Laguz axe right off the bat. Real close to us, there's a group of warriors here. One of them has something to drop. At least one of them. The boss, Bertram, is going to drop a Rune Sword, which is a magic sword that restores HP to the wielder in the amount of half of the damage it inflicts. We do have a skill like that, but it only works part of the time, so it's nice to know that there is an item we could potentially use all of the time for that. Amongst this group of warriors also is a killer axe, which is exceptionally terrifying. As we have already established, this bishop over here has the long-range heal. Anything else? This guy right here. Oop, he's part of this group, and we'll be attacking us probably in the first turn because they have a long bow. Anything else? We've got a silver sword up here in the northeast with the paladins, and nothing. Oh, Laguz bow all the way over here by the long-range Healy boy. And I think that, hey, there's some Laguz over on the, I don't know where that is. I think that's in the north. And this is west of us. Kind of, yeah, it is west of us. Okay, that was you? It was. Laguz lance from this general right by the objective, which is seize this spot here. And a killer lance. Goodness me, there's a lot to be concerned with here. And another physic as well as a sleep. Anything else that I should be concerned with? Really, it's everything I'm concerned with, but oh, we'll figure it out somehow, some way. All right, let's look at our units and position them accordingly if necessary, but I think that we're largely pretty good. Maybe we get Morim up here so he can do some things and he can get rid of this Laguz boy. Or better yet, someone who is not a Laguz can get rid of the Laguz boy. I think that would probably be the best course of action. How strong are you? 19 magic compared to 21 magic compared to 25 magic compared to 25 magic. Okay, so we got a bunch of magic users. 14 magic. Ileana. Oh, honey, Ileana. I think we're gonna have to replace Ileana. Let me get back into choose units. 14 magic. Oh, baby, that's not gonna cut it. That's just not gonna cut it. I'm sorry. No. And even Oscar at 15 strength is just bad. Because someone like Renolf would be better. But no one else, really. So who are we replacing? We're replacing Ileana at 14. So do we have any, like, 15s? We have Ulki. Mordecai. A bunch of Laguz. And I don't have anything against the Laguz, but you have to, like, manage their transformations and stuff, and I don't want to have to worry about that. So maybe I will just rock with Ileana? I don't know. Soth is there. It's nice and strong. It's got almost better everything, really. Goodness gracious. Luck, defense, speed, strength, skill is close, resistance, not at all. Okay, tell you what, we'll keep you around, Ileana, but don't test me. Don't test me.
General Bertram, the Crimean army has risen to the bait. Orders, sir? Your orders, sir. General, shall we make answer? Turn the ground soft with blood. Make a graveyard of this place. Bury them all. Yes, sir. Oh, he's so scared.
Soren, do you have any information on the enemy general?
Our intelligence reports say the commander of this army is Bertram, one of Dane's 4 riders.
One of the 4 riders, so he's on par with that woman we fought earlier, General Petri.
That's not necessarily so. The name 4 riders is given to the 4 persons of highest ability among the king's advisors. So the members can change, is that it? Who are the current 4 riders? First, there was General Petrine, whom we defeated at Riven Bridge. Then, the man we face today, General Bertram. Next is General Bryce, who served the previous king. And finally, the enigmatic general known as the Black Knight. Those are the 4. This is the same Black Knight who murdered Commander Greel? Of that, there appears to be little doubt. Tell us, Soren, do you have any more information on General Bertram?
Well, I know not where he hails from. He appeared after the fall of Crimea and has quickly gained Ashnard's favor.
So he's a man of no mean ability. Like the Black Knight, he always wears his armor and never shows his face unhelmed. Some say he's not even in his armor, but that it's inhabited by an ancient specter of demonic...
Well, we can see his face, dude. I mean, I guess he still might be possessed, but he's got a face.
It's all just superstition and rumor designed to heighten fear of the man.
It's not important. Once we cross swords, we'll know the truth. Then we can discover for ourselves if he's just a loudmouthed braggart or truly a monster. As long as our blades can wound him, I care not either way. Let's go. Roll out meat. All right. Let's get you up here to deal with that. 4 times is going to work. Just to make sure we got the right stuff here. Yep, Brave Lance is going to be what we need. Got a 3% chance of a critical. How neat would a critical be? Huh? I mean, that's kind of a lot to ask for, I get it, but it would be cool. Thankfully, either which way, he didn't take any damage and just dealt with this fine lad accordingly. And now, if I have my way, Moirim will be able to go up here and deal with the Killer Axe, although that is quite a travel. That's quite a travel. Can't do it. Okay, so Killer Axe is going to pose some problems. I'm actually kind of scared of that, and hopefully we don't have to restart the chapter due to deaths or anything, but I guess we'll see. Moirim, attack this boy. You won't be able to kill him, but you could get him down just fine. And they've only got a 40% chance of connecting their hammer with your fleshy body, but they did it anyways. Great. Oh, what are odds anyways? Okay, Moirim, you guess you hang out there. Gatry, can you come finish the job? You can. You're going to have to use your fiery lance now for the first time, which is cool. And it won't work because you have a low freaking magic, you cheechamungus. My goodness gracious. Well, Lucia, you get up there, use the silver sword, and you do have the type advantage over this boy as well as his 2 comrades to the west. So hopefully the Killer Axe wielder goes after Lucia on the very next turn, and she's able to use that type advantage to dodge. I think that would be wondrous. But, that's not anything we can rely on, so we probably want to heal Moirim. Oh, man, I'm already worried that we're going to have to restart the freaking chapter. This is a huge battlefield. It's so spread out. It's not very densely populated with enemies, too. So we got to go northwest. I guess we should just continue to work that way. And maybe we should use Meteor? We haven't used it. We could right here. Just to do a quick 25 damage to the killer boy. Nah, we'll wait. Save that for the right occasion, right? Because there's only so many long-distance tomes in the game. And I haven't seen any for sale, so I don't really want to just use that up. It's only got 2 uses left. I don't want to waste it. Not if we don't have to. Silver Lance is fine. Don't get killed. Please, none of you get killed. Facing a Killer Axe is one way to start a battle. Let's call for some reinforcements. Maybe they can do something special. I don't know. We'll take all the help we can get. We have a massive army spanning several countries. But we can always use more. We can always use more. Because you know what's better than a lot? an excessive amount, at least in terms of, well, war. Like mentioned, I think that the U.S. Army, just to draw any sort of parallels that I'm familiar with, they try to operate, I think, a force magnitude of 3. Like, they will do everything they can to not get in an engagement unless they have 3 times or more the troops that the enemy has. Yeah, so we're not exactly holding ourselves to that standard, considering the start of this map. Titania was like, oh my god, they got more people than us. Let's see what they do. The Paladins in the northeast begin their ride down to us. We should be able to meet them in battle next turn. The Swordsmen from the west, one of them comes our way. The first warrior, not the one with the killer axe, decides to go after the Holy Guard that we had just summoned through Tanith, which is pretty nice. I wonder if the killer axe... Yes, the killer axe goes after one of them as well. And it misses! Doesn't even get a kill it in one hit like it would have hoped, or would have feared, rather, that it would happen to us. This is good. Swordsmen continue to come east. Sniper comes south. Again, they have eyes only for the Holy Guard. The Holy Guard are not very strong, but man, are they useful as meat shields, I tell you what. We've got some heavy units coming in from the west as well. I wonder if they're not going to just move everyone to converge on our position. At least initially in this first turn, that seems to be the case. Long distance magic on Moirim misses, which is good. Not sure how he would have fared, but he's doing fine thus far. It's our turn. Can you retaliate, Moirim? You can. Why don't you get on up there and introduce yourself? Yes. They can't attack back because they have a book that is too long. It's like a freaking encyclopedia. It's incredible. This sage doesn't know what to do in close quarters. He can only cast his magic from a mile a friggin' way. It's so sad. But not really, because we're the benefactor of that disability. Now we should probably deal with these guys, and we also have to deal with these and these. There's a lot to deal with here. I am a little bit curious as to how it all play out. We'll see what we can do with our archer. The killer bow, he's got a 30 or a 50% chance of critical. If he gets one of these two as critical, he will win. Can you do it? Not the first one. Second one? Not the second one. Goodness me, he had a better than 50% chance. The coin was slightly weighted on heads and it still hit tails twice. That's okay. We have the capabilities of dealing with this. We do have Boyd and all of these guys. Can Largo, Fargo? No. He's going to have to go west. He's going to have to go west. She's going to have to go west. Don't know that I want to fight with Alencia, but let's see what she can do. A midi. Oh my god. No, get the heck out of here. You cannot participate in this. Oh, no one can get up there. My goodness me. Poor Rolf is going to get assaulted. Oh, you can't even kill him. What is the meaning of this? Khalil, can you do this man in, please? El Thunder. Barely. You can barely kill this guy. Barely is good enough, right? That's fine. I shouldn't get too demanding or ungrateful. By all means, I'll take anything that we can get. Don't want to have to restart any chapters, and I really just don't want to see Rolf get assaulted because he could not defend himself. Steel sword and a steel bow, I guess those aren't too terrible anyways, though. Let's get... can you get up in his face and do something? He got a bow. You can almost do something. Just do it. We'll see. We'll see if we need someone to come up and clean it up. Oh, is that two? Oh, she gonna do it. Oh, no, she's not. Never mind. I don't know what's happening. Okay, Gatry can then come and use his fire. Yes, right? My goodness me, Gatry. Why don't you use more magic? Because I'm a freaking knight. Gosh darn it. All right, the heavy, that'll deal it. And then Kieran, cross our fingers, Kieran will be able to handle the other boy on his lonesome. Kieran is one of our strongest units, so I am inclined to place my faith in him. But, as we've seen time and time again, I have no idea what I'm doing. Joffrey, level 12, gets a wealth of points across the board. Much obliged. Thank you for growing. Now, let's see what Kieran can do. Kieran, can you be our savior? Oh, you can. Well, you probably can. It's a 74% chance. That is not a guarantee. I've missed with better odds than that. The first attempt goes through. We're on pace to kill this guy. Second attempt misses. No! You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, let's get out of the way and see who we can bring in to help. Can we do anything at all? We can bring in Amadi, and that can't do anything. Boyd can help. Boyd is always our savior. Ooh, with the 65% chance. Can you hit? Can you hit one of two? Based on those odds, the answer would be yes, one of these will hit. It doesn't always work out that way. There we go. Andy did a critical as well. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to have to use hammering on that tomahawk because it's a good weapon. Oh, it's a real good weapon. It's only got 2 uses left as well. Okay, so this Laguz is going to deal with all these, and now we need to start considering our movement west. Let's see what Z-Heart can do. He's going to get matched up with another swordsman down there, and that's fine. This will work. This will work nicely. 4 attempts to get a critical. His critical chance is 20, which is 1 out of 5, and he gets it. Very, very nice. He is a swords master after all, and they do tend to hit criticals fairly often. I don't know if it's the case in this game, but in games prior, Sacred Stones, that is, they were just inherently more critical in nature, if that's... I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but I think you know what I mean. Use your light. Well, let's get up and personal with this longbow so that you can use your light and they can just whimper. Oh, they can just sit there and twiddle the arrows in their sheath, not knowing what to do with them. I mean, you could, like, stab this guy. He's a priest, for goodness sake, but I'm not complaining. He's on my team. Almost leveling up. I think Z-Hark was at 99. Reese is at 98. Are we going to get someone to 97? Wouldn't that be something? Ike, why don't you come up here and introduce yourself to this fine fellow? I think he does need a friend. He does indeed, and you're the friend he needs. So give him the good old-fashioned pat on the back, but don't get sued for assault. You've seen in, well, somewhat recent news a few weeks back, patting someone on the back if they're connected will get you arrested. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Okay, well, don't want to get the Axie Boy up there because these critical hit swords could pose a problem, this one specifically. And they're going to go after Ike or Z-Hark. Okay, what about this one? If we can get Oscar down here, they might be able to go after Oscar. Call in some more reinforcements just because why not? And then we will get everyone familiarized west. I'm on my way from the right to the left, or something like that. I don't know. Torneo, you get over here as well. Our tanky boys are on the move. Let's whip out a silver lance so that you can possibly use it against a swordy boy. Not certain that they'll come attack you, but we'd like to be prepared for that just in case. And then Elincia, and then Ileana. Come here and round this out. And Sebastian, you plug up the rear. Is that all? That is. Partner phase. All right, what do the Holy Guard choose to do? Of course, they go to assault the swordsman. They go after the killer edge first, which is great. Very intelligent move. Do they? No, they don't get to kill it. Maybe with their combined powers, they do. Excellent. Well freaking done. Having Tanith has been an exceptional time, really. She has been a boon to our army. This mercenary with the steel sword decides to go after Holy Guard, and they do battle, but it doesn't kill it. And there's another swordsman though who does kill it. Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad. But it's not ours. It's just the endless reinforcements that Tanith controls. Her meat shields just get sent to slaughter, and I guess she's fine with it. Halberdier comes over with some sort of spear. It misses. The Holy Guard doesn't have a long-range weapon, so no attacking back. Archer. The Archer is going to be a problem for them. Hopefully they realize that and target the Archer on their next phase, but we'll see just how intelligent the AI is. We've got a Laguz on Laguz problem here. Warren is actually in trouble if it attacks twice. It did not attack twice, thank God. That's not ideal. Laguz are coming out to play. Laguz targets Gatry, who I did not equip the Laguz lance to. I should have. Would have been intelligent of me. Would have been a mark of great foreskin or foresight, and I do not have that. I just play things where they lie, and it doesn't work out all the time, but a lot of times it does, and even more often than that, it's fun. So yeah. All right, you come up here and help. You don't have a Laguz weapon, but you do. You can't use it. Heavy spear. Brave. That won't quite do it, but maybe your combined forces, so that's going to whittle it down to 7. I'd have to bet that Muarim can do 7 damage. I mean, that's not a lot, but come on, right? Surely. If Muarim can't, then I'll be a little bit scared, and we'll have to reevaluate what we're doing, but let's just see here. Yes. The answer is yes. If he misses, 4% chance to miss. If he misses, he dies. Okay, he hit. Thank God. Whew. And now I think that we are done with the northeastern quadrant of the map, and we can move all of these units out. Yeah, it looks pretty vacant to me. Everyone, go west. Rollouts. You can get back to the Silver Axe. What do we have over here? Laguz. Let's take care of these first before we move anyone else, just so that we kind of know what we're getting into. Reese, what would your magic do here? You know, it'd do okay. Is there anyone up over this way that would ride down to hurt us? The Wyvern Riders here kind of far-ranging, but they couldn't get there, so we're good. Reese, you come up and use your magic on this Kit Kat. Whittle it down to 8 HP. And then we'll continue to bring at the ranged units and the weaker units who can attack and gain some XP, like Reese here. Not necessarily a weaker unit, but a vulnerable unit, right? He doesn't have the highest defense at only 11, and wearing freaking bathrobes, he stands to receive some damage from a freaking sword. Ileana, you need all the help you can get in terms of XP and stat points, so we're going to have you get the XP to finish off this Laguz. Hopefully it's enough to see you rise to another level, and it's not, but it does get Ileana closer, so that pretty soon there. And a weapon level. Oh, look at that. B with electric. Very nice. And another mage, El Wind here. Break wind on this kitty. They love it. 15 oh, is that a critical? Look at his mustache. Oh! It's a mustache critical. Beautiful. Well done, Sebastian. All right, Sebastian, now that you've dealt with that, we could just focus in on the threat that is this. They're kind of preoccupied with the Holy Guard, but you know that's not going to last forever. So why don't we get all the parties we can down in that area? Toraneo, you can come do some damage to this halberdier. Silver Lance won't do enough. What about a Silver Blade? No. Silver Sword? No. Silver Lance it is. Well, shucks. I was hoping that you'd be able to eliminate this halberdier, but it seems that my hopes and dreams lie buried in the ground next to Squidward's. It's very sad. Thankfully, Toraneo remains above ground because he's got the super high freaking defense. I think it's, 23. Incredible. Not as high as Gatry's, actually. I misspoke. It's exactly the same level. All right, Z-Hark, you could come finish it off, but then I worry about what would happen to you. Let's go see what we can do with these swordsmen. Brave Sword, you would kill. Let's kill this one because they have more health, and that will possibly help the Holy Guard out, right? Because they're going to attack them, of course, but if they attack one of them that has a wealth of health, then that unit will be able to attack them back. I don't want that. I want the Holy Guard to survive, so deal there. Swordsmaster, Z-Hark, levels up, gets a stat in everything except skill and defense. Very nice. Would like some defense from Z-Hark, but, you know, whatever. Unfortunately, that's just not in the cards today. Oscar, can you come kill this boy? You can. Excellent. Excellent. Whoa! And he's going to replenish his health, even though he's already full health. Oscar is a greedy munchkin. Nearly leveling up in the process. All right, now I am tempted to bring Ike down there. He is our champion. He is our general. He is our unit of utmost importance, so I'm a little bit tentative to do so. But you know what? Let's go over there and see what kind of giblets we can get into. Hold on, let's wait. Okay, yeah. Giblets! Yes! Get the giblets! All right, and then Alencia, you and your giblets need to remain calm and to remain protected. So we're going to create a nice little carve out here, a nice little niche, a nice little nook for you to cranny inside of. And then all of you guys, you need to come this way. Kieran, with the huge movement range, is no problem. Although Rolf got over there as well. Seems that all of these units have decent enough movement ranges. Cool. Well, alrighty then, that worked out swimmingly. Partner phase, who did they go after? The Bishop. Interesting. I would have expected and hoped that they would prioritize the Archer. Just for their sake, right? Because the Archer is going to be a problem. And if not the Archer, then that Swordsman, because the Swordsman is darn near dead. Though they join teams with one another, 2 of them that is, and they kill the Bishop. I guess that's fine. As many units as you can get rid of, the better. And they do finally prioritize the soldier here with the bow, not killing it with 1. And then do they kill this swordsman. All right, so they almost kill the archer. They kill the bishop and the swordsman instead. I guess that's fine. Let's see what the enemy units decide to do. They are prioritizing the Holy Guard, as they are known to do. The Holy Guard does not quite have the strength necessary. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Did a single damage each hit on that general. What about this one? No damage at all. Isn't it lovely? Don't you just hate to see it? And the archer decides to target this one, nearly kills it with 1 arrow. Another archer moving in from the north. And that's it. We've got some Wyvern Rider reinforcements coming in. Let's go check their inventories and or names to see what we're dealing with. It's got a short spear and a steel lance. Not necessarily anything worth caring about too terribly much. Morin, you go be a kitty down here. Yeah, does anyone have any Kool-Aids? I need to buy some Kool-Aids. I really do. I guess we have... No? Yeah, we have Ileana who can heal over here. So Morin, you come down here and Ileana will meet you. Not quite halfway, but wherever she can. She will not meet you, my giblets. Sickening. Thankfully, we can do something like this and make it all worth. No, we can't, because he's freaking huge. I was going to rescue him, but Morim is a freaking giant. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll reassess and go this way. Armor Slayer, how would that work out? It wouldn't work out too well, but well enough that it's worth doing, because that would get the death started here on this general. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Zehark has the special ability where he can whip out an extra hit, and he did, as well as a critical, which was wholly unnecessary. Complete overkill, really. But it's fine. It's fine. It ended up in the death of that general, and that's really all that matters. Maybe Torneo can bring about the demise of another one. It's a bit of a general-on-general battle. One's got a Night Killer, one's got a spear. Who's going to win? The Night Killer can't even hit him. The spear emerges as champion. Very nice. Okay. Things are going swimmingly. Don't want to jinx myself by saying that, but things are going well so far. If we can cut this archer off, we can protect some of our Holy Guard members. So Kieran, or rather Oscar, Kieran's rival. No! No! Why do you torment me like this? Thankfully, the Holy Guard have a turn. Oh. Oh, man. I spoke too soon. Well done, Oscar. I'm so sorry for having doubted you. You know, I always knew that you had it in you. I never doubted you, not for a second. Level 8. Excellent. Please, strength. Yes, needed strength. At only 15 strength, he was replaceable, to be completely honest. But now, not so much. All right. Let's check out the ranges of every longer distance beast over here and see what we're up against. So if we get into here, we'll get attacked. Oscar is just outside of it. So we'll be Gatry. I think I'm going to send Mr. Largo in there. So let's get you right there. you're like in the range of potentially a few different units. So we'll see what that means. And hopefully we can lure enough of them over so that we can just, you know, assault them at the end. It'll be great. It will be abso-positively amazing. We can even get Boyd inside of the range over here, and that'll be good as well because, oh, Kieran too. Lure them. Lure them. Yes, let us lure them so that we can kill them. It's great. We're like hunters, except instead of hunting, you know, food for our village, instead of doing the responsible thing and, you know, taking exactly what we need to feed our family, we're just killing enemy people. We're not eating them. No, we're not eating them. We're burning their bodies on the battlefield because that is the respectable thing to do. At least I think we're burning the bodies. I don't know. Maybe we're just abandoning the bodies. Has anyone ever asked that, what we're doing with all of these bodies that we're leaving? We've kind of killed a lot of people over the course of this LP. Are they just strewn about the continent? Possibly. Possibly. The Holy Guard are attempting to take care of this archer. I think this Holy Guard right here will be able to do so. Yes, and then I'm guessing the other two Pegasus Knights are going to travel north, and they're going to get themselves accosted inside of the enemy's travel radius. That one alone is going to get itself killed and throw off our entire operation, really, because I wanted to lure them towards Jeffrey there. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, goodness me. Holy Guard dodges. Holy Guard's doing pretty well for themselves. Whittling down these Wyvern Riders to, an inch of their life, really, down to 10 HP. Could not dodge that one. It's fine. Remaining enemy units come from the north. Anyone going to attack Mr. Boyd? Yes, they are. A general! I had half a mind to equip Boyd with a ranged weapon, but I think his only ranged weapon is the tomahawk, and as mentioned, we're trying to conserve the uses of that. For a more desperate time, right? Wyvern Riders come from the northeast. I think we're out of range there. Yeah, we're fine. More reinforcements. Goodness gracious, this is a battle of epic proportions. All right, Oscar, can you deal with this? Can you, are you going to die if I send you over here? What will this be like? Night Killer, does that work? It doesn't. They would do 9 damage each. You'll kill this one, and that's fine. And then maybe you'll kill the other ones. I don't know. You'll have a backup with the Holy Guard. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I mean, you're wearing green. Dragons are usually green. Dragons like green. Maybe they'll take it easy on you. They'll probably take it easy. But just in case, we'll move you this way. And Largo, what would you do against this kitty? Huh? Not too well. What if you just just throw it at it. No need to get close, right? I don't know if you've gotten your rabies shot, so we don't need to play that game. I get it, we're fighting war, but there's a risk-reward for everything. And the reward for you risking the use of your short axe was a critical there, so I'll take that too. Again, swimmingly. What do we have here? Another kitty, another general, a wealth of units. We kind of want to get these guys out of the travel range here. So let's get you over here, Bastion, and why don't you communicate with this guy with your weapon? Exchange pleasantries. Exchange steel. Is the short spear made out of steel? I don't know. It doesn't specify. It's made out of wood and meatloaf. Perfect. Well done. And then we can get Morim healed. Because now they can rejoin the rest of the crew here. Hold up. Does anyone have a Kool-Aid? Does anyone at all have a Kool-Aid? We got Ike or Largo with an elixir, but that's a little much. All right, Ileana. Ileana's got a Kool-Aid. So what if we... What's your travel range again? Cool. So if we get Ileana up here to assault this general... Oh, no. She won't do very well. Well... Assault the kitty. Do something, all right? Assault the kitty. And then we will bring in Morim. He will trade with her and drink the Kool-Aid straight out of her dress. They have that kind of relationship. It's fine. And trade. Trade with Ileana. And then use it. Delicious. Medicine. It's grape flavored. Don't you just love it? And now let's send Lucia up. Can Lucia finish off this Kit Kat with the Lagoose Slayer? No. Not quite. Goodness gracious. Rolf? Could you do something fancy with your killer bow? No. I've got a 50% chance, though, of doing 24 damage, so I'd like to see you do that, please. Rolf says no. Okay. Thank you very much, Rolf. I do appreciate your individualism and your apprehension to taking orders. Except I don't appreciate it at all. All right, another Sage. Elwyn. No. Stiletto. No. No, no, no. Things are not going as swimmingly as I would hope. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's get you up here, Mr. Tanky Boy. We've got other tanks over here, don't we? Yeah, we've got Tora Neo. He's going to hang out with Oscar, just so that Oscar doesn't feel, left out and alone. We'll start to move north with Zehark. How do I want to deal with this problem here? I guess I want to have Boyd over on the northernmost part of it so that Boyd is whoever gets attacked by what comes next. And of course, Boyd is the strongest and can one-hit this feral beast with his silver axe. Also a benefit to using him as a unit. Yeah, who'd have thought? So we've got to deal with this soldier, though. We've got to deal with this soldier. Khalil, can you do something spectacular? You can. You might take a good amount of damage there, but I think you'll be fine. They have a relatively low set of odds to hit you, so just brace yourself, maybe dodge it. You know it's coming? No? Okay, that's fine too. Just absorb the spear. It went right through you. We'll stitch that up in no time. It's fine. Thankfully, though, Khalil is out of range of all of the other enemy units. I believe. Just out of range of the Wyvern Riders. What about these guys over here? What does that look like? Yes. Okay, but Ileana is not. So let's get Kieran. And let's just get Kieran right here in a very convoluted way. Still doesn't protect Ileana. Soren, you come up hereabouts. Ike, you come up here. You know what? Actually, no. Let's get Ike to block off Rolf. Rolf is vulnerable as well. And who has the highest defense over here? You've got 15. You've got 12. You've got 11. 10. 14. All right. Tanith, you're our girl. Really don't love it because I don't know. I just don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love it. All right. Everyone else, file in and get ready for whatever comes next. Holy Guard continue their pursuit of the Wyvern Riders. Do they strike again? They do strike again, but they can't kill that one. Whittled it down so that probably the next battle it's involved in will result in its demise, and it chooses to just fly away. Okay. Doesn't actually really fly away per se. It more or less flew into the thick of our army, which is kind of confusing, right? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know. The swordsman here with the brave sword. Ooh, don't like that. The brave sword's going to attack a few times. My giblets. Oh, that worked out okay. That worked out okay. And it left the enemy there so that there is only, I think, one possible space for Tanith to get assaulted there. Maybe not even that, because that mountain right there looks a little bit like blockagey. Paladin comes over to throw an axe at Boyd, which is probably not going to go super well. Yeah, could imagine so. Boyd's been throwing axes his whole darn life. He knows how to dodge one. What are you thinking? You should throw your horse instead. That would catch him off guard, wouldn't it? We get another thrown axe. It is another short axe. I told you, throw the horse. You might have better luck. Although you're probably not strong enough to throw a horse because they're a freaking 1,000 pounds. Maybe someone like Largo could throw it, though. Ooh, so this one takes its steel lance over to Gatry, which won't do anything. Gatry's impenetrable, impregnable, impressive. And he's also leveling up, which is excellent. Level 7 strength. Yes, and defense. His tankiness knows no bounds. Amazing. And again, Boyd gets chosen for long distance play, but this time with the steel bow instead of the frisbee. No matter. I'm telling you guys, throw the horses. Okay. Oh, that's right. I had forgotten about the Wyvern Rider reinforcements from the northeast. They are on our position. We're going to have to do something about that here soon. So what is all over here? There's this boy. Let's get Oscar up here, just so that they're closer to the battle. Same thing with Toranio. And then I'm just going to have Zehart kill that. What is that? Wyvern Rider? Yeah. You have a longsword? Would that work? It'd work well enough. It's got a 100% chance of killing you, so that's good enough for me. I'll take those odds. Usually. Okay, now what do we have up here? This is going to be an interesting sort of problem to deal with. Reese, what would you do? You wouldn't kill the mercenary swordsman, but you could kill this archer, though you would get assaulted. Not a particular fan of that, so maybe we send Largo up here to deal with that. Yes. Largo, do the chop chop. And a critical, goodness gracious. Oh, man, I got dizzy looking at that. That seemed really inefficient. Oh, but who am I to argue, because it killed the archer. We also have this dude here to work with, and let's use Gatry to kill this guy. Or at least do some damage. Flame Lance? Nope. Flame Lance? Nope. Steel Lance? Yes. Steel Sword? No. Steel Lance? Yes. Okay, Steel Lance it is. The Holy Toothpick. Inject it into this man and his horse, please. They crave it. They have been begging for it this entire time. They desire it just based purely off of them being here on the battlefield with us. Surely they know by now that they're the bad guys, right? Although I do know it is not all that cut and dry in war, right? Like, people get manipulated by the state, and it's really quite sad. Kill this guy. Please do a critical. You've got a 62% chance of doing a critical. Like, that is... Come on, Rolf. Thank you. I was going to be mighty disappointed if you did not. I mean, it's a kill or both, right? Like, you gotta kill with it. You gotta do the thing, and you wouldn't have killed him without the critical, and you wouldn't have leveled up either. HP and skill. Not great, but I guess that increases his odds of a critical, which is fine. Ike, you get up here and you use your special longsword here on this. Oh, but why not kill? Oh, goodness me. It really puts a wrench in my side. It really puts a thorn in my plans. It really puts the cake in the oven. You know what I'm saying? It's not a saying. I just made that up. But still, you get it, all right? I'm disappointed. Warren, how would you fare against one of these Wyvern boys? Not terribly, but not quite well either. Let's just go over here and get in the way, and you drink another Kool-Aid. How about that? That way you're preppered for whatever comes next. Maybe Joffrey with his steel bow can do some... Oh, goodness, yes. Do it, Joffrey. Oh, excellent. And you'll probably be who the other one chooses to assault, given the fact that you are defenseless, but we've seen the game's enemy AI act questionably, to say the least, before. So, who really knows what's going to happen? We're just offering them up another alternative. These two. No one else, okay? You understand that? No one else! And now, Bastion, you come up here so that you can deal with this swordy boy. Except kind of, not really. You can deal with him in a way. Unless this is a critical. Is this flamboyant or is this a critical? It's a critical! Excellent. Very nice. I can never tell because Soren is always so, like, exaggerating with his movements that every different attack looks like a critical to me. Have a hard time getting used to Bastion's movements. All right, Ileana, what about you? Can you get up here and do something nice to this? Oh, you can kill it. Yes, you can. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm starting to put some units in some precarious positions. So immediately following the results of this unit battle here, I'm going to have to evaluate what is coming at us and from what direction so that we can hopefully protect Ileana from any physical harm. So she did level up defense. No defense. Got almost everything else but. +1 on magic's pretty good though. All right, so there's 3 units here. We really just need to be concerned with this guy and this guy as far as Ileana goes, because she has a high enough resistance that the shine will not be a problem, and he probably wouldn't even go after her anyways. Of course, there's always this fella. Yeah, who can't get over there. So we need to get units right here and right here, or we need to kill. Yeah, we need to get units right there, right there. Okay, well, let's get Kieran. Hold up, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, no, we gotta play the defense game. Let's get Kieran right here. You hold up. Get Boyd right here. Cool. And then what if we had Sonic Sword Tanith over here? No, not quite. Okay, is there something better maybe? Maybe close range with the Sonic Sword? Still no. Still no. Is there any way we can make this happen? Any way at all? Probably not with the princess, but hey. Trying everything. I would do 8. What did Tanith do? 22? Yeah, 22 plus 8 is not enough. Okay. Well, in that case, we're just going to have to consolidate right over here. Unless, can you kill this dragon? You can. So it's got a 50% chance of killing you. Soren, you come over here and you heal. You heal her. Because then she won't die. And then she will kill the dragon. And then we will be protected from the east, the south, and mostly every direction, actually. But still worried a little bit about the bishop and the paladin to the north. Thankfully, though, like you just saw, we protected our vulnerable units, I believe. We protected Ileana. We didn't really evaluate anyone else. So we will make sure to do that before we end the turn, so that no one else gets killed. Khalil levels up. Beautiful. What do you get out of that? Magic. Excellent. Some defense would have been nice because that is sub at double digits, but having a high magic is not a problem, really. Reese, let's check out some unit movements here real quick. What can we do? What is everyone capable of getting into? Reese is vulnerable. So is Bastion. Let's... Oh, chimichangas. Get right there. I don't want to see you get assaulted. Lucia, you can get assaulted, though. So let's get you up here. Just to protect Reese. Alright. Other phase, they go after the Wyvern Rider, and they will probably get killed. Because I think it's actually Wyvern Lord. There's another one that does the same thing. Yeah, no, 4 damage, goodness me. Good night, sweet prince. And they're going to continue their skirmish. Ooh, well done, Holy Guard. Well done indeed. Oh my goodness. That got me real thirsty. I need some coffee. I got a caffeinate as a celebration for that. Everyone, pour yourself a glass of tea and cheers me. So we've been put to sleep, and the sleepy boy is getting assaulted. Isn't it great? This is not fair. This is not right. Oh my god, it did 12 freaking damage too. Isn't that lovely? I wonder if that did more damage because he was asleep, or if that was just the amount of damage that would have done ordinarily. Either which way, Rolf's getting involved in a scuffle here for one of the first times, and he retaliates quite lovely with back-to-back freaking criticals. Wow. Well done. Well freaking done. That wraps that up, and then we're going to... Oh, goodness. Why do you have to call for reinforcements right now? And Sages, too? With Blizzard, Baloney, and Thoron? What is this? That's a problem. That's a major problem. I don't know. I guess it should be easily dealt with since we're right here, but Still something that I would rather not. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3 units right here. I guess we have enough to deal with them. So, Rolf, why don't you come up and help us? Killer bow. Yes, I say that's the correct choice. Another critical. Is it time? It is time. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Nearly level up. Goodness, 79. Okay. Now we want to deal with these guys. So I think we should use magic against these folks, and then physical attacks against these guys. What is the Rune Sword a distance thing? It is. Okay, so we're gonna have to distance these boys, which might be difficult. Send Boyd over here. He has the tomahawk. What would the Rune Sword do to Boyd? Let me see something real quick. It would do 20. It's kind of a lot, but it's fine. Use the silver axe to one-hit kill this mage with the baloney, so that they don't cause any problems for anyone else. Beautiful. Kieran, you got the long distance. You deal with this guy. One-hit kill as well. Beautiful. This is going swimmingly. I gotta stop saying that, though, because every time I do, I feel like things trend a little less swimmingly. And I don't know what the opposite of swimmingly is, but sinkingly. We sink a bit. But there's only a couple more units left. Only a couple more units left. Let's use Reese to come use the magic on this guy. Perfect. That will be enough to kill him. And then I guess Soren or Ileana will deal with the other one. Perhaps both. I guess we'll see. Because Ileana, as we've already seen a few times here, is not the strongest magic user we have. And sometimes she's not capable of finishing off her enemies. Got a Lugu's Lance. Very nice. Okay, Ileana. What can you do here? No. Goodness gracious. She cannot finish it off. She can barely get it started with 9 out of 35 damage. Although, in her defense, we do have her using a relatively weaker magic, and we should probably upgrade that at our next convenience. Ike, can you come over and kill this dude? You can, but you won't do it in one hit, and that's kind of what I want. Lucia would, no way Lucia would be able to do it too. Torneo can't even get up there. Oscar can get there, but Oscar doesn't have the strongest attack. No. Okay, Ike, you're the general. You're the man. You have the ham. It's only a 50% chance that you'll receive 14 damage. I like those odds. I'm going to assume that he'll get hit, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, he did get hit. That was kind of a neat display there, Thoron. I wish this sage would drop it. I'd really like to use that. Alright, this leaves only this soldier here. Soren, as mentioned, come help clean up Ileana's mess. Can we just use regular... Oh, regular Thunder's got one use. L Thunder can use... Wow, okay, fine. L Fire. Really forcing my hand here, game. Beautifully done, beautifully done. Okay. And that is it for enemies. Now all that we have to do is kill the boss man and steal the throne. Seize the door. Level 10 Sage. Bumps up HP and speed. HP's good. His HP is kind of dwindling, only at 34. Everyone else, go west, and then we'll accost the boss on the very next turn. As expected, the boss turns his attention towards Boyd, who is well within the Rune Sword's distance. Perish? The church's parish? Is that what he's talking about? Ooh, the Rune Sword, that's right, it absorbs health, which will be a problem if we cannot kill him ASAP and do a crap ton of damage to him without him damaging us. 54% chance of hitting. Don't like that. Would you be able to rescue him? You would, okay. Boyd, Boyd, I know we ask a lot of you. Look at me. Thank you. We ask a lot of you, but you're our strongest fighter. And I know you only have a 54% chance of hitting, but you got a 27% chance of hitting a critical. And Boyd, we need you to hit a critical. So please do. He did it! Release. Well done, Boyd. My goodness, coming through in the clutch. We are so very lucky that we went back and restarted the chapter that he died in. I'm reminded of that nearly every freaking chapter. All right, well, let's claim this place. Let's seize this doorway and end this freaking chapter. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Sir, the enemy troops are fleeing. Shall we give chase?
No, let them run. We fought enough today. Get our men inside the fort and give everyone a break.
Yes, sir.
Crimea Castle.
I see. So Crimea's won another victory, have they? Well then, send the rest of our troops to Castle Nados as reinforcements. Put General Hafford in charge and give him exchange blows with them.
Yet, that would leave the capital protected by only the Imperial Guard.
You forget yourself, Knight. I will be here as well. If they defeat Hafford and make it all the way here, then they are worthy to cross swords with me.
I would beg a question, Your Highness. Why do you divide our troops and give the enemy the advantage? It's
as if I were. What? Go on.
It's as if you desire the Crimean army to continue winning and make its way here to you.
I'll not deny it.
Are you saying that you desire Dane's defeat?
No, I am not. If you think through it clearly, Dane will not lose. We had many plans when we started this war. We went through many scenarios, many predictions. But as you know, our predictions have been completely overturned by this gang of rabble. Was that luck, or was it the gap in skill between the individual soldiers? And if it is, aren't you interested in seeing how far they can come?
I do not understand.
Nothing raises my spirits like war. Come, Crimea, let me be the one to consume your noble hearts.
What an interesting fellow with motives. Interesting as well. I don't know. Hopefully we'll come to understand those as the game progresses. We've got 4 more chapters left, so maybe we'll find out next time. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then.